All right, everyone, welcome to our fourth webinar with Escrow Options Group, Social Media Success. We're talking about advanced Instagram strategies today. I'm Melodie with Marketing Melodie. Super excited to be here with you. We have some great information today. I see a lot of familiar faces and some new ones. Before I get started, I'm going to throw it over to Escrow Options Group to do their introduction and to share some more information about their company and just some insight on how they feel these webinars have been going and what they recommend that you do when you attend. So go ahead, Allie, Kimberly,
take it away.
Tom had some construction guy coming or some house repair guy that just got here right at 11 a.m. when we started. We gave him a 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. window and right when this started.
Yeah, Murphy's Law is alive and well in real estate, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm Allie Jackson. I'm with Escrow Options Group, and my counterpart here, Kimberly.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Welch. I'm the sales executive with Escrow Options 2. I do what Allie does. I just do it in Orange County. I'm not sure if Tom's going to jump on at the moment, but he does the same thing. He's our regional sales director. He does the Inland Empire. We are in 5 different counties. I think we've got 12 new offices. You know, we are here to be your partner in real estate, your partner, you know, in your business, growing it, you know, giving the best service you can, which is why we are lucky enough to have wonderful Melodie on here today. So you guys, please call Allie and I and Tom, anything you guys might need. If we haven't mentioned it, we are definitely here to help you. We are also a resource for information too, because all of us have been in this industry a long time. So we're here to help you guys, support you, and provide value. And now I think we're going to let Melodie take it away. Unless, I'm sorry, real quick. Allison, did you want to introduce Nina real quick?
I do. Nina Hagee is our friend here from Virtuance Photography. And a little bit later on today, she is going to be doing a raffle for free photo shoots. Say hello, Nina. Oh, we got you on mute.
There we go. Hi, everyone. I'm Nina Hagee. And just like Kimberly and Allie and Tom are here to help, I'm also a resource when you need real estate photography. And Virtuance is the preferred real estate photography solution for Realty One agents. So please reach out when you need real estate photography and listing marketing. Excited to hear what you have to say, Melodie. So take it away.
All right, thank you so much to Escrow Options Group again for having me. Thank you to Nina for offering something in the raffle at the very end. So if you stay till the end, you can win one of 2 prizes. You can win a Virtuance photo shoot package, which is worth, Nina's gonna have to tell you the price of that, but it is a pretty good package that you will want to make sure that you stay at the end for.
Oh, in San Diego, I think it's 170. It's the 25 image package, whatever that is in your marketplace. So it's anywhere from 179 to 230.
Got it. So you'll want to make sure you stay for that. Also, Escrow Options Group is proud to sponsor another raffle that is going to be a one-on-one session with me. I will work with you on anything you want to focus on for your social media, or it could be Instagram, Facebook, whatever that is. But we're really excited to be giving away these awesome prizes, but you have to be present to win. We've had a lot of people win, but they weren't here. So we had to remove their name and draw the next winner. So let's go ahead and get started. This is the Advanced Instagram Strategies webinar, which means we're going to dive deep on some of the things we talked about last week. But if you didn't attend last week, that's okay. This is going to be really walking you through how to use Instagram to grow your real estate business. And I see some people still entering the waiting room. So we will get started by first connecting on Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, pull out your phone, make sure you're following myself and Escrow Options on Instagram, and feel free to tag us, write stories, anything you want to do to tag us, I'll repost them for you. But we want to get in the habit of following people who are resources for you. That's a really great way to use Instagram. So make sure to pull out your phone, follow us if you're not following us already. And you can make sure that we are going to be providing some great content for this webinar for you and in the future as well. All right, I like to get to know my audience better. So go ahead and share your Instagram handle in the chat box. As you know, in my presentations, I don't like to just be talking at you. I want to make sure that we're interacting, we're creating opportunities to engage. So type in the chat box what your Instagram handle is. I would love to know. And this is a great way to follow each other and follow other people. Allie from Escrow Options, type in hers. Coach Q, he does a lot of Instagram posts. I see his all the time. He left his. There's Anne that has hers. John left his as well. So feel free to network and follow each other to see what other people are doing on Instagram. And keep in mind, I will be sharing tips with you today, but it doesn't mean you have to do everything. So you don't have to do every single thing I recommend, but try to see if you can take one thing to implement that and be able to grow your business. Kimberly just put her Instagram as well. Krisha put hers. Thank you so much, everyone. Lou put his as well. So take a look at that and see if you want to follow and connect with anyone on Instagram. And also take a moment right now to share an Instagram account that you enjoy following. It doesn't have to be related to real estate at all. Maybe it's an Instagram account of a celebrity, or maybe it's an animal, or maybe it is a account that posts about food. Whatever it is, share something that you enjoy following, just so we can get to know other Instagram pages that are interesting, that you enjoy following. Maybe share a little bit of information on why you enjoy following that account. So as you guys are doing that, keeping current matters, says Coach Q. Cassie or Casey put her own Instagram on there as well. So keep thinking about if there's anything that you enjoy following, type that in. Kimberly says Escrow Options Group, of course, so make sure you follow them. And let's make sure that we are here to learn, and here are a few things that I believe you're in the right place if you can relate to any of these things. Type in the chat box the number that relates to you. Maybe it's one, or maybe it's all of these things. If you are interested in really advancing your skills on social media with the different things such as IGTV, Instagram stories, Instagram Live, and Instagram Reels, then you're definitely in the right place. Instagram has so many different features. They are a little bit challenging if you don't understand and know how to use all of them. So if you're interested in learning some specific features, let me know, and you're definitely in the right place. If you really want to seamlessly integrate Instagram into your marketing strategy, you're also in the right place. So maybe you're already doing things like Facebook and LinkedIn, and you want to add on something else. Instagram might be the next thing you want to add on, but you don't know how to do it so that it's kind of smooth and runs together with your other marketing. If you're interested in integrating Instagram into your already existing strategy, then you're in the right place. Type in the number 2. I see a handful of 2s there. 1s and 2s. And how many of you, number 3, type this in if you want to generate more leads on Instagram. Okay, maybe that's going to be everyone, but I know I would love to get more leads on Instagram. If this is you, then you're definitely in the right place. First, I have a few more fun facts about Instagram. I like to share some fun facts every time. So here they are. There are over 1 billion Instagram users worldwide in 2021. 1 billion people. That's a lot of people. The average post on Instagram contains 10.7 hashtags. How many of you use hashtags on your posts? That is a strategy that we'll be talking about today, but how many of you are using hashtags on your post? Brands can generate over 4 times more interactions on Instagram compared to Facebook. So Instagram is a place that you can get more interactive, more engagement, because people are scrolling Instagram, they're looking at photos and they're going through them quickly. It's not like Facebook where they're reading these long drawn out posts or doing different things. So Instagram tends to generate more engagement if you are also active and if you are also engaging on Instagram. I mentioned this before. I would love for you to have 1 or 2 takeaways that you can implement right now. And when you leave this webinar, I want you to feel empowered to start doing these things regularly to integrate them into your business. So first, let's talk about hashtags. I already talked about hashtags before. How many of you, actually, let me just ask this question. Type in the comments what you believe the term hashtags mean. What is your definition of hashtags? Type that in the chat and I'll kind of read some off, but would love to know what you think hashtags are. What's your definition? If you have no idea, you can make something up. If you have no idea, then that's okay too, that's why we're here today, to learn about them. Right, no one's typing anything yet, so maybe no one knows what a hashtag is, but what do you think it is? Content of messages, Lou says no idea. A tag that helps direct a market or attention. I think a hashtag will open your post to people who have not linked, you've not linked with if they search the hashtag. So Marianne, I'm going to give Marianne an extra raffle ticket if you say something at the end. So whoever's doing the raffle, if you want to give Marianne an extra raffle. So that is correct. It does allow your post to be seen by more people through the Instagram search. So what a hashtag does is it creates a little hyperlink. So when you use a hashtag, someone can click on that hashtag that is technically like a hyperlinked term, and they will go and see all the posts related to that hashtag. Now, on the other hand, you can search for specific hashtags. When you search for a hashtag, you're going to see all the posts related to that search. So if you were to hashtag a post, luxury Inland Empire, and someone was searching for luxury homes in Inland Empire, they could search that hashtag and see all the homes that have that hashtag. So I'm going to go ahead and share my phone screen. I'll show you some examples of some hashtags, and I will show you a way to very quickly put hashtags in so you don't have to type out 20 different hashtags every single time. All right, let's see if the phone screen works. It did work last Monday. Let me know if you guys can see my phone screen. Are you guys able to see my phone screen?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to open up the Instagram app. And I'm going to show you an example of some posts with hashtags. So here is just a post. This is a business post. Let's see, the escrow options group post. And I want to show you, okay, so I didn't put hashtags on here yet because I wanted to show you guys how to put the hashtags on. This was a post I did for our webinar series. So as you can see, there are no hashtags yet in the caption. However, the way I like to put hashtags, I like to put it in the comment because it still serves the same purpose. It doesn't matter if you put it in the comments or the caption, but I feel like it makes the caption cleaner. So I like to leave the hashtags as a comment. So I'm going to click and write a comment. And then instead of typing out 20 hashtags, I'm going to just type in a keyword, which is marketing, and all the hashtags come up, and then I'm going to post it right away. Now, these are hashtags that I've looked up beforehand. So it's marketing Melodie, which is my own hashtag, social media marketing, social media tips, small business owner, marketing matters, marketing. These are all hashtags I looked up beforehand, and I was able to put them all in the post right away just by the one click. So I'll show you guys how to do that, but let's first take a look at some of these hashtags. So if I say social media tips, I'm going to click on that, and I will get to different posts that have these social media tips. This is, stop doing this in Instagram stories. It's a tip for social media. So this is another social media tip that this person's posting. What's new on Instagram? Now, not all hashtags are going to be relevant with the photo or the image. Sometimes people just put a bunch of hashtags. But the one way to get your content indexed is to use hashtags. So now my post will show up on this eventually. Well, that was an older post. It's not going to show up at the top, but every time you use the hashtag, it shows up in the stream of posts related to that hashtag. On the other hand, I can go ahead and search hashtags. So what is a real estate hashtag people like to use? I'm going to click on the search function, click the button where it says tags, and then I can go ahead and type in a hashtag. So what is a hashtag that real estate realtors like to use?
San Diego real estate.
Okay, so San Diego real estate.
Luxury properties. Beach community specified certain areas, top areas.
So San Diego real estate, that's a good one. It has over 300,000 people tagging it. So it's not too much where it'll get lost. So I type in San Diego real estate, and it looks like a picture of different agents who work in San Diego posting things and using the tag. and you can see all these realtors in San Diego. So look that this person's a realtor. Here's another one sold. So if you want to get your photo found under this hashtag, you'll want to use the hashtag San Diego real estate. All right, Kimberly mentioned another one. Was it luxury real estate? Did you say, or what was it?
Luxury properties or real estate. Just luxury being the key word.
Luxury real
Real estate
properties.
homes.
Properties, real estate.
How about open
Luxury
house?
properties over 300,000, which is good. Once it gets to like lots of the millions, it's harder to have your photos, your scene. The luxury properties is a good one. And you see all these images of luxury homes being tagged with this hashtag. So if you want your image here, then you're going to use the hashtag luxury properties. So you want to research the best hashtags to use for your industry and have those ready to go. So I have different hashtags for different posts. Like for example, this one is a photo of my daughter. I may have did the hashtags already. Let me see if I did those already. I did do them already, but I'll show you again how to do them. So all I do is I type in a keyword that I've chosen. This is like mommy meet post. So I believe it was mom. And then I have all these hashtags that pop up when I do that. So it's working moms, mother, daughter, mommy and me. So I'll show you how to do that because that's kind of a pro tip that makes it a little bit easier and a little faster for you guys to use hashtags. Now I use an iPhone. I know not everyone uses an iPhone, but this trick is an iPhone trick. I believe there is a way to set this up on Android or other devices as well. So I basically go onto my keyboard settings. I keep showing this pregnant woman following, so sorry about that, keep popping up. I go onto my keyboard settings on my phone. So I go ahead and click on the settings right here. I'm going to click on my general settings. Under general, there's the keyboard. And then once I type in keyboard, there's a thing called text replacement. So I have all these different hashtags. So for example, here I have an account for my dog. If I use that hashtag, it's going to have all these hashtags that I've already created for him. So all I have to do is type in dog. Now I put in something in the front of the word because I don't want to accidentally type the word and then all the hashtags pop up. You can use a money sign. I like to use this right here. You can use any symbol in front of the word to make it easier so that if you're typing, you don't accidentally just type it and then the hashtags pop up. So what you do is you create a word that's a shortcut. So for example, if I have a bunch of real estate hashtags, I'm going to maybe do shortcut money sign real estate. Now, anytime I want to use those hashtags, I type in on Instagram, money sign real estate, and all the hashtags will pop up because that's the phrase I chose to pop up with that shortcut. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I know it's a little bit hard to understand if you've never done this before, but you can do this for anything. So for example, people ask me for my Zoom link all the time. All I do is I type in the keyword Zoom and it automatically gives them my Zoom link instead of me having to every single time type out my Zoom link for people. So has anyone done this before or want to share their experience or any questions about this? Because this is really going to help up your hashtag game. That's going to help.
How do you do this again?
Okay, so do you have an iPhone?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so what you do is I'm going to go from the very beginning. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about one more time, just so you guys see. So when I pull up a post, if I want to do hashtags on a post, let's go to, I have a dog account. Let's go to my dog's account. Okay, so I'm going to pull up the photo. If I want to hashtag my dog, I'm going to go in the comments or wherever I want to have the hashtag. And I've already created a keyword or like a special thing I'm going to type in, and that's going to trigger the 20 hashtags. So I'm going to type the word for him is puppy. And when I do that, the phrase, which is all the hashtags, pops up. And then automatically it's right there. Now I'm going to delete this as I've already done those hashtags, but I'll show you where to set that up. So from the very beginning, you're going to go on your phone, you're going to find the settings tab. Under settings, you're going to click on general. Under general, you're going to click on keyboard. This is a keyboard setting on your iPhone. And then you're going to click on where it says text replacement. That means you choose a word or a phrase, and then based on you typing that, it'll trigger the other information you want to type. So for example, when I get asked for speaking engagements, I have the word speaking, and then I ask people to fill out a questionnaire, and I have the phrase, please fill this out. So I can customize something for you, and I have the phrase and the link right there, rather than having to go and type out the link and find the link every single time. It works really well for hashtags because you can have 10, 15, 20 hashtags on Instagram, and you don't want to be typing those out every single time. So if you are going to integrate a hashtag strategy for Instagram, then absolutely do this. Now, again, this is just for iPhone, but I believe there's a similar function also on Android and other devices. You're basically just doing a shortcut, typing the shortcut in, and it's automatically filling out the rest of the stuff that you want to put on there. So for 20 hashtags, you can do different groups of hashtags. As you can see, I have a group of hashtags for my business, for motherhood, for my dog. You can create different types of hashtags for different things that you do. All right, any other questions on that? Okay, so for the hashtags you want to use, I would take your time and research some. So here's the best way to do that. You're going to click on the search bar. Oh, let me go back to my regular account. You're going to click on the search bar, and I'm going to click search up here, and I'm going to click on where it says tags. Okay, so I'm going to just think of different hashtags I might want to use. So I'm going to want to use, let's see, marketing tips. I shared about that one before. I want to see how many times it's been used. So it says 4.4 million posts on marketing tips. Now that means that I probably won't get a lot of visibility with that. I like to include that hashtag anyway, because it emphasizes my post that it's a marketing tip. But if you take a look and you look at other hashtags that have less, maybe in the 100, 200, 300,000, you'll have more of a chance to get seen, because when there's a million posts, then you can't see that many posts. So let's see what other ones there are. Let's see, real estate tips. Real estate tips. There are a million posts for that one, but there's also one that's real estate tips and advice, and then real estate tip of the day. Now those ones have over 100,000, so it's not as many, but you'll probably get seen more than just using the one that has a million tags already. So now you click on that and you see these are people giving real estate tips, and they're using that hashtag. So if I were to go on Instagram and I want to look up photos of homes that are luxury homes, and I would type in luxury San Diego or luxury Orange County, and then ideally, if your image is tagged with that term, I can see your photo. So play around with it, find out, get a mix of hashtags that have a lot of following and ones that don't have that many. You can also follow hashtags. So I follow hashtags. So for example, there's one that I follow. It's about real estate. It's real estate memes. I like to find memes sometimes to use for my presentations and to post for realtors I work with. So there's a hashtag called real estate memes. There's over 60,000 on that one. And if I click on it, it's going to be all these real estate memes. But imagine I want to just see these on my newsfeed. You can follow the hashtag. If I follow the hashtag, now all the posts related to that will show up on my newsfeed as well. All right, so let me read the chat really quickly to see some questions you guys had, and then we'll move on to the next tip. Is this also the case if you have a private account? No. If you have a private account on Instagram, you said Facebook, I think you mean Instagram, your hashtags will not show up on search. You can still look for hashtags, but your hashtags won't show up. If you're using Instagram for business, I highly recommend having a public account, and on top of that, making a business account. So private accounts are not very lucrative as far as making sure you're getting business out of it, because when you want people to follow you, they're going to see your account's private. They're not going to see any information. They probably won't follow. I never follow accounts, or I rarely follow accounts that are private if it's someone that I don't know or someone that I'm researching. if I'm looking to buy a service, because I don't want to follow them just to see their information. I want the information to be accessible. So I prefer to buy or do business with accounts where I can see all their information. That's just like a personal thing that I do as a consumer. Does anyone know how to set up an Android and do the keyboard hashtag? So I can try to look up as well. I need that, but if anyone knows, type it in the comments. I know there is a way to do that on Android. It's a similar text replacement. Just type in text replacement on Android, but I'll try to look up if I find anything, I'll send it over to you guys on how to do that. What is the range of posts that we should look for in hashtags? I guess I'm not understanding what that question is. If you want to elaborate further on that, John. Is John there? Okay, let's do that. I don't hear John. Can you demo with setting up San Diego homes to see the quantity? Yeah, so I'll do one more demonstration on this.
Hi, Melody. I'm sorry. I have myself on mute.
Oh, no worries.
So you were saying, like, for example, if a hashtag had, like, let's say 2 million posts, you were saying that that might be a little too many posts.
Yes, so you probably won't get as much visibility. You can still use that hashtag as one of the hashtags just to kind of emphasize your post and to emphasize, you know, sometimes hashtag have a visual appeal. So visually people see the hashtag and they say, oh, okay, this is a San Diego luxury home. This is a luxury home. But just know that that's not going to help too much in the search. If you have one that's a smaller range, maybe 100,000, 200,000, then that's going to give you more visibility if someone finds that hashtag.
Okay, so if it's like around like 100,000 to, I don't know, 500,000, that's a good range, or?
Yeah, but you can have a mix of different ones. So I would say you can do some that have in the millions, some that have fewer. I have my own hashtag, marketing Melodie. That doesn't have a lot at all, but I want to track my own posts. So you can also use hashtags to track and monitor your own posts. So if Escrow Options wanted to make sure all their Escrow Options posts were seen in one place, you would use Escrow Options, and then you would see all the Escrow Options posts related to a certain topic.
And I know that we can post up to 30 hashtags.
Yes, so you don't have to use them all. I probably use 15 to 20. Sometimes I use the hashtags and I add more that are unique to that post. So I would say have at least 10, 15 hashtags if you want to use that strategy. All right, so let me move on because we want to get to all the tips today. I'm going to do one more thing. It was Haley asked if I can demo setting up the San Diego home to see the quantity. Okay, so I click on Instagram and I go to search and I'm going to type in the tags, click the search. So I'm going to type in San Diego homes. Okay, here I see there's over 100,000 tags there. I'm going to click on it. I can see all the posts now related to San Diego homes. And if I want to follow the hashtag, that means that I'll see different people's posts on my newsfeed. I click the button follow. Okay, now if I want to make sure that this is in one of the hashtags that I use regularly, then that's going to be something where I set up under the text replacement. And I'm going to go to settings, go to general, go to keyboard, and I'm going to type in real estate hashtags. Here's a real estate one. And then I'm going to type in San Diego homes as one of the hashtags that pops up when I talk about real estate hashtags. And I'm going to save that. San Diego homes. And I'm going to save that. So now it's part of my hashtag series for real estate. So imagine I'm going to do a post and it's about real estate. I'll just pretend the same post is. I can go to the comments right here, type in real estate. And there you have all of my hashtags for real estate. All right, so let's move on to the next tip. I will stay at the end if there's any additional questions. I do want to make sure that we get through all the stuff we have in the presentation. So thank you guys for your patience. The next thing is that I want to do a deep dive into Instagram highlights. And how many of you are using Instagram stories and highlights? How many of you are using them? Type in the chat, are you using Instagram stories and highlights? Coach Q says yes. So this is one of the most popular features of Instagram that allows you to get visibility. People see Instagram stories a lot more than they even see regular posts. So at the top here are all the people that have Instagram stories. And it's a really great way to get visibility if you are indeed looking to grow your business on Instagram. People are more engaging. They're little short clips. So I'll show you examples of my Instagram stories. Now here is just, these are ones that I do for fun. My daughter was celebrating her friend's birthday. So that's just a quick snippet. They were doing some gymnastics classes, a quick snippet. Here they are doing the balance beam. And then here was a grazing board I made, so I'm sharing that. Here's a reel I made, so I'm sharing that. So they're very quick snippets of things. And this is not business related. I use my Instagram a lot for personal as well. I'm going to go to Coach Q, because I know we've worked on his social media before. So let's see. Yours is going to be right here. So let's check out his stories. He's driving to an appointment, it looks like, in Anaheim Hills. Here he's talking about eating some ice cream. Here he's doing a happy motivation Monday type of post. Here he's sharing an article that he's reading. And then here he's sharing something about why you should sell your home in the summer. And then here he's sharing something about like a session he's doing. Because you can share snippets of different things that you're doing. For example, you can take a snippet or screenshot of our webinar right now and share it on Instagram stories. It's a way to give people a glimpse into what you're doing. So as you saw, his was a lot of business, but he also posted ice cream he was eating. And that's okay to do on stories. You can post a mix of different things. I will often post things about things that I'm hosting, like webinars, and then I'll also post stuff with my daughter doing stuff. I'll sometimes post stuff of photos of my dog. So it's okay to share personally on there because it takes people behind the scenes and it gives them a glimpse of what you're doing. Now, if you are using it for a real estate marketing strategy, here's what I recommend. I do recommend that you very consistently do some stories that are specifically related to Instagram. Not Instagram, to real estate or whatever industry you work in. You can absolutely do the random posts all the time. But for example, maybe since open houses I've seen are coming back, maybe you have something where it is every time you do an open house, you post a series of stories related to the open house. You post the promotion for it, you post a little video of the open house, and then you post a thank you to everyone who came to the open house. Now that is a very specific set strategy on how to promote open houses for stories. And you do that every single time you have an open house. Maybe I know Coach Q has some podcasts that he does. And maybe he has a very specific way to promote that podcast on stories. He pre-promotes it the day before, he promotes it the day of, he posts an image or screenshot during the podcast, and he posts something after. So if you have something set that's consistent that you do, my phone went blank, then you can definitely make sure that you're consistent with that on your stories. Again, you can do all the random posts whenever you want, but at least you'll have something where you consistently show up so that people are seeing you all the time on Instagram stories. That's how I recommend doing stories if you are going to use it for business. You want to have some sort of consistency on how often and when you do stories and some sort of plan for something that always goes on Instagram stories. So for example, this is another different account I run. I have a small side business I do for fun. It is a company that makes grazing platters. And I started making these graduation leis too because people were requesting them. So my strategy is that every single time I create a grazing platter, I create an Instagram post and I turn that post to share to my stories. It always goes on my stories. On top of that, every single time I do that, I also create a reel, and the reel also gets shared to my stories. So one strategy you can have is that every single time you have a post, you can also make sure that goes to your stories. I do that with both my accounts, with my personal account / business, and also my account where I do the grazing platters and the charcuterie boards. So if you can have some way to be consistent with stories, you'll show up consistently. People will always see you at the top. I mentioned before that you see the stories that are the most recent at the very top. So right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 people are the people that most recently posted stories, and they're right at the very top. If you want to continue showing up at the top, then you post stories and then you'll move back up to the top. Depends on who you're following. So someone that is following you has 100,000 people that they're following. They might not see it, but most people aren't following that many people. And most people still aren't consistently using stories. So if you do use stories, you will stand out. When you're using stories, if you're posting a story, it will disappear in 24 hours unless you save it to a highlight. You might think, oh, you know what? I spent all this time creating the story. I don't want it to disappear. That's where you utilize the highlights. The highlights are what you see on people's profiles. Let me see right here. This is a client of mine that's not real estate related, but she uses highlights. You see these dots right here of these icons and images. These are highlights. So she creates a story. She's a fitness trainer, and she's a highlight for her online coaching program. So then she has images and photos of people that are doing her online coaching program, and they go into that highlight. Here she has a highlight called praise. These are people that give her testimonials, and she's copying and pasting testimonials that people are posting about her. Here's another one about, let's see, tips. She has tips about fitness training. You click on this and it's all the tips that she shares and she wanted to save. Now you don't necessarily have to save every single story to a highlight, but the ones that you like, the ones you want people to see over and over again, that's where you create the highlights. Does anyone have questions? Haley says, oh good, I've been waiting for those food photos. Well, definitely follow my other account if you want to see food photos. That's all I do there. That one is called Melodie Makes These. So it's Melodie. And again, this is just something for fun that I do. It makes these. So if you are interested in just seeing food photos, I follow a lot of food accounts myself. In fact, all the accounts I follow on this page are mostly other people that are making food. So that's what I use that account for. If you want to make sure though, that you save the stories, like for example, if I click on my webinars highlight, it's going to be little glimpses of webinars that I'm doing. So when I do a screenshot at the end or tell you guys to say hello, it'll go on here onto my webinars highlight. So when someone wants to see all the webinars I've done, they can go on here, click on that, and they can see the webinars that I've done. So a couple things on the highlights. I'll show you how to do those. Unless you guys all know, let me know if you guys want a quick tutorial on how to make sure you save those highlights. So how do you make and save a story? Is that Stephen? Did you attend last week? Because we talked about that in last week's session. And there is the recording on posting on Instagram stories. So if you did not attend last week, if someone can if Ali can post a link to that, the webinar last week talked about that. All right, so for highlights, here's how you do that. Let me go ahead and do this from the very beginning. I'm going to go ahead and just create let me try to find an image that is related to marketing on my feed. I'm going to create a story right now. You know what? Let me do this. Let me show you guys on the screen. So if I'm going to create a story, I click on the story post. I can do it in different ways. I can use my record button on here and then record. So I'm going to have, let's see, I'm going to switch how this is viewed. Now I see a bunch of you guys on the screen. So I'm going to create a story where I show you guys, and then I'm going to go ahead and post it. So if you are not showing your face, go ahead and show your face so I can record you. And hello, everyone. Some people are still blacked out. It's okay if you're wearing pajamas. We're all working from home. I'm actually wearing running shorts under this top because I'm going to go for a run later. So I just put the running shorts on. So I figured, that motivate me to keep going running, but you wouldn't know because you just see me from the top. All right, so I'm going to click this and put you guys on my Instagram stories. The lighting here is really bad. So let me do this. All right, everyone, we are in the webinar today with Escrow Options Group. All these exciting audience members are waving because we are demonstrating Instagram stories and highlights live. So I did that quick snippet video and I'm going to go ahead and post it to my stories right now. So if I record something on my phone and I want to post it, what I want to do is I like to add different text, images, things to make the story more interactive. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the text button. Oh, you know, I'm not, it's not sharing right now. Is it? Can you see the screen? Oh, yes, you can. Okay, it's still in the record. Click the text button. And I'm going to say another full audience for our escrow. And I want to tag Escrow Options Group when I type them. It's just under Escrow Options. Audience for our Escrow Options webinar on Instagram today. Okay, and I can change the color of the text. I can change to a different font. I can move it around. I can do these different things. I can move the text around as well. Let's see. I can use it. It's called a GIF or GIF, depending on how you pronounce it, where you get those little icons. I'm going to do that. I'm going to say Happy Monday. So I'm going to do the Happy Monday icon, GIF, and type in this one. I'm going to not make it move because you're already seeing the Happy Monday move. And then I'm going to click send to. It's going to go to my story. I want to send it to Facebook as well. And then I want to add to highlight. I'm going to add it to my webinars highlight. If you don't have a highlight already, what you can do is you can click the add to, and you can click add to highlight with this plus button, and that will turn that into a highlight. And it's the brand new highlight that starts with the image that I just took. I can add that to a highlight and I can change or create the title. I'm going to say webinars part 2. So I'm not going to add that because it's already added, but that's how you would do that. And then I'm going to click done. And now what I just posted will be in my story, and it's also in my highlight. Hopefully that makes sense. I had someone was asking more demonstrating, but that's how you save it to a highlight. Okay, I also showed you a little bit about the stories. Again, the other webinar has some information as well. Now I can show you a few more features of the story right now to get deeper into using stories. So we talked about this last week, but if you have a post that you see of someone and you want to share, so this is another post of someone that I like to follow. She does also grazing platters. I love following her. If I want to show that to my audience, all I do is click on this airplane button, click add to story, and I can share her post to my story, or I can share my own post to my story, depending on how I want to do that. Now there's different things that you can do for your stories. So I'm going to go ahead and click the plus button, and also click add a story, and I'm going to do another story. I can find images already on my phone to do that. So this is a fun photo I just took of my daughter this morning, my other daughter, who was sleeping. I thought it was funny because she was in this yoga pose, like this child's pose. So if I want to use that and post it to a story, I can choose an image that's already on my phone. I'm going to choose this one, and then I can edit it. I can make this where it has like sparkles. That's going to be something that I do. That's going to be under this happy face with these stars on top. You can choose to do stuff like that there. I want to, let's see, create some text behind it, or a GIF. So I'm going to type that in. I'm going to type in yoga child's pose. So I'll just do this one. This one says do more yoga. So this one's kind of funny. Do more yoga. And then I'm going to say, love how Millie is in child's pose when she sleeps. So I'm just showing you guys some different features. I can move that around. I can choose a different text. If I want to click on the bottom here, there's different text to choose from. I'm going to choose that one. And then if I want to tag people, I type again and I start typing out who I want to tag. So Escrow Options Group, I want to tag them in this post. If you're posting about different companies, always tag them if you can. So this swaddle she's wearing, I'm just randomly, I'm going to tag the swaddle. It's called a swaddle up. So I'm just showing you examples of how to tag people. And then swaddle up right here. I'm going to tag the swaddle just so they see, oh, wow, this person's wearing our swaddle. But if you have a company you're working with, for example, Escrow Options Group, and you want to post about a real estate tip and you want Escrow Options Group involved because it's an escrow tip, then you want to tag them in your stories. So I'm going to click send to, I'm going to share it. I'm going to also share that. I'm not going to share that to Facebook because I don't need to put that on my business page. I'm going to click add to highlight and have a highlight dedicated to my daughter, Millie, right there. So it's going to go in her highlight. So you can create highlight covers by using the photo that you upload, or you can also create set ones. Like, for example, here's another real estate company that I've worked with before. And you can see how they have the icons that are consistent, the colored icons, just like you saw with my other client that was the fitness company. Now, you're probably wondering, how do I do that? So if I already have a highlight and I want to change it, all I do is click on the highlight. On the very bottom right, I'm going to click where it says more. I'm going to click edit highlight. Once I edit it, I can edit the cover. I can choose a different highlight from that same series to be the main cover photo. Or I can go ahead and upload my own image. So the people that have those very consistent color blocks, they created those, or actually it's something that I do for a lot of my clients. So most of the times I created it for them. And I chose that photo to upload as the cover. So here's, I'm going to just choose this one as the cover for now. But otherwise, I can create those little icons. I use Canva to create them. And I save them as images, and then they get uploaded as a story that goes to my highlight, and I choose to use that as the cover. So hopefully that makes sense. Any questions about highlights? And then I have one more quick tip, and I want to wrap up before we get over time, and then I will still stay on at the end for additional questions.
There is one question, and it says, what is the benefit of using highlights?
The benefit of using highlights is that the content, oh, you guys can't see my screen. Someone says they cannot see my screen. Can you guys see my phone screen?
I can see your phone screen.
So Tracy, if you're not seeing it, sometimes maybe you have a different thing pulled up and you don't have Zoom as the main thing. That could be a reason why you're not seeing it. The benefit of highlights is so that you can keep things on your page that are relevant for how you want to promote yourself. So if you are a realtor and you have real estate tips that you give, you can have a highlight for real estate tips. So someone can click on that and see all of your real estate tips. If you have a lot of, Tracy said she changed screens, great. That's what I thought it was. If you have a lot of testimonials and you want to share testimonials, you can have a highlight for your testimonials. So if I go on your page and I click on the testimonials, I will see all of your testimonials that other clients have given you. So it's a way to keep things on your page that doesn't disappear. And it's also a way, if someone goes on your profile, they can see some of the main things that you highlight, the main things that you are emphasizing on your Instagram account. All right, so those are great questions. Let me go ahead and stop this share and just bring back my screen. Do you guys see my screen now? Or again?
Yes.
All right, so what we were just talking about was a deep dive into Instagram stories and highlights. Again, even in an hour webinar, we're not going to get into everything. So I do offer personal one-on-one sessions that one of you can win, or if you want to ask questions at the end, we will make sure there's time for that as well. All right, let's talk about the consistency that I mentioned every single time. I couldn't end this workshop series, webinar series, without mentioning the consistency. Love this quote: success doesn't come from what you do occasionally, it comes from what you do consistently. If you are inconsistent with your social media, you will get inconsistent results. If you're consistent, then you'll start seeing more consistent results. Keep that in mind. As we keep the consistency in mind, I want to talk about another advanced feature on Instagram, IGTV and Reels. These two are more advanced features. They're a little bit more challenging than stories. And I recommend, if you do create IGTV clips or Instagram Reels, you have a consistent strategy for how to do that. For example, maybe every open house you do a reel. Maybe every week you do an IGTV tip, or every other week you do an IGTV tip. The goal is to consistently show up with these more advanced features. If you are being thoughtful and planning out ahead of time, it'll be easier and quicker for you to do them. So IGTV, I'm going to go back now to sharing my phone screen. Do you guys see my phone screen? You guys don't see it? Or should
No,
you?
it's
No,
still
not right now.
slides.
There we go. It looks like you're about to connect.
Okay.
We're good.
IGTV is, if you're on your profile, you're going to click on this TV button in the very middle, like right above this photo of my daughter, this TV button. And these are different IGTV videos I've made. If you click on the series tab, I have a series called Marketing Success Live. I can see all of my marketing videos here where I've gone live. You can create a story called Escrow Tips, or create a series called Escrow Tips, and all of your videos are about escrow tips. You can create a series called Motivation Monday, and all the videos in that series can be tagged Motivation Monday. And then the other ones are just kind of random videos that I've made. Like this was just a video of live workshop in 2019. Remember those that I gave, and it was a video about that. So here's how to do the Instagram IGTV videos. When you have a video that you want to post on Instagram, if it's over 1 minute, then it qualifies for being added on IGTV. So if I go on my regular feed, click the plus button, and I'm going to do a, let me find a video that's over a minute. So this was a video. Let me see. I'm going to do a post. I'm going to act like I'm doing a post, because as long as I have a video that's over a minute, it'll turn that into a story. So I'm going to click on my post. If I find a video that's over a minute, so I'm going to click on here, my videos tab. That's not pulling. Here we go. I'm going to look for the videos. I got to find one that's over a minute long. Here's one that's a minute and 15 seconds. It's of my daughter listening to some concert. Now I'm going to say I want this in a post. So click the next button. However, because it's longer than a minute, I can either cut it off in a minute or click on where it says long video. And that means it automatically gets shared to IGTV. So I'm going to click continue. And then now I can choose a cover for the video. I can also decide that I want to upload my own cover for the video. I can upload a different image that represents the video. I click next, I type in the title of the video, the description, which goes on the caption when you are on your news feed. And I can add this to a series if I want to add it to Marketing Success Live, or I can add a new series and I can put the series and name it My Daughter Kaylee. It's all videos about her. And I click create. So I'm not going to do that right now because it's just a test, but I wanted to show you that's how you do IGTV. It has to be longer than a minute. You upload it like you're doing a post, and it'll give you the option to automatically make it into a longer form video on IGTV. Instagram Reels, I didn't leave too much time for that because that is, again, another more advanced feature that you do need to spend time to learn if you want to incorporate that. This is an account of a real estate woman that I follow, and she does a lot of great real estate Instagram stories, or Reels, I mean. So if you click on her Reels button, you can see that she takes the time to create Reels. This one is about real estate homes. So it does take some time. You create different clips, put them together, make transitions. Here's one, I think it's in her real estate office, and she's doing some tour with some crystal bowl touring her office. You can't hear the sound right now, but you can see that she does take some time to create reels, and she's walking around in her office doing this. Again, maybe more sense if you can watch it off of here. And then here's another one, like a funny dancing video with her office mates on Instagram Reels. So with Instagram Reels, I'll show you an example from my other, just my fun account, my cooking, my food account. So if I click on the Reels, now every time I create a board, I create a reel associated with it. So if I click on this, for example, this is me making a cheese plate, and then all of a sudden there's a transition. You can see the whole thing that's already made. So you create little clips and turn them into a bigger clip. You can do this with real estate tips. You can get really creative on this. Again, does take time to learn and master. So this is something that you need to commit to if you want to do reels. You would say, you know, once a week, I'm going to sit down and spend 30 minutes making a reel. You have to make sure that you're planning ahead of time how to get content for it, and a lot of things where you do have to plan ahead to do this. All right, so I'm going to stop the screen share. I'm going to wrap this up, and then I'll stay at the end longer for extra questions. All right, so let's see if you guys can see my desktop again. Excuse me. All right, so we talked about Igtv and Reels. So this recap today, we learned about hashtags. We learned about stories and highlights, Igtv and Instagram Reels. A quick recap today. Now, I want to talk about my laser marketing session because Escrow Options Group has purchased a package of sessions, and they're generously donating them to the raffle. In my sessions, we can work together on having fully optimized profiles. We can work with you on content ideas so you know what to share. I can work with you on creating a strategy for generating more sales. It's whatever you want to focus on for your business. That's what the one-on-one sessions are for. If you want more information on that, you can go on my website. All the packages and pricing are listed on there. I told Allie that I would be offering a special real estate intro price as a thank you for attending these workshops. So maybe she can send that out, or I'll send that out at a later time. So if you are interested in this, I will be offering a special package related to real estate associates only. And then Allie has taken these sessions for herself. She's hired me to do sessions so she can speak to the quality and the value of them. And then they're going to be raffling one off for you. So I also want to mention that I'm still offering some bonus courses. If you are a LinkedIn premium member, you can access my bonus course for free. I have one on virtual events. Virtual events are not going away. We're doing a virtual event right now. So this is a course that you can pay LinkedIn to take, but it's free if you message me on LinkedIn. So first we have to add me on LinkedIn. We have to be friends so I can get you a special link. Send me a message that you want the bonus course, and then I'll reply with a special link. You have to watch within 24 hours of opening. It's about a 30-minute course. I like to watch it on a faster speed, so I finish it pretty quickly, but it'll give you insight on how you can use virtual events to grow your business. So that's a bonus I'm offering you. And then I believe that is it for me. Thank you so much. I try to stay within our time. So now I'm going to throw it back to Escrow Options Group. Allie can tell you about the raffle and the sessions. Nina can tell you about Virtuins. And then we have the special raffle wheel coming up that someone's been working on the back end. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Melodie Tao here with Marketing Melodie, Marketing Your Way to Success. And I will see you in the next webinar. I'm going to throw it back to Escrow Options Group.
Thanks.
So much, Melodie.
All right, guys. Well, we are so excited. Thank you so much, Melodie. That was amazing. I actually learned so much. And I'm super excited to start utilizing those tools. We do have the raffle, and I need to, let's see, I will go ahead and spin. And our first, are we going to do our first one as Melodie, or are we going to do it as Nina?
Let's do the first one with Nina. And if
Okay.
you want to screen share so people can see the wheel.
I would love to, but I've got to stop. You need to stop being the co-host. There's only so many you can do, and Melody already has it to share screen because it won't allow me.
I can stop my screen share. So let me stop my screen share.
Okay. Because
And then while you're getting that set up, maybe Nina can hop on and just tell us a little
Absolutely.
bit special about Virtuance and why their photography is so fantastic.
Thank you, Allie, and thank you again for having this today, Escrow Options, and Melody for all the wonderful information. You touched on consistency, Melody, during the seminar. And one thing that Virtuance provides is consistency and brand equity. You see, we created a processing system from figuring out what it is that makes buyers go click. And with every photo package we deliver, you get images powered by science, and you get consistent magazine quality images, regardless if you're shooting in San Diego, Orange County, Riverside, or in the 34 other markets where Virtuance covers. But I know we only have one winner. There's the wheel. We only have one winner today for the free 25 HD real photo shoot, but please click on the link in the chat box so you could at least get the 15% discount and everybody could be a winner. So the winner today is anticipation.
here we go. Let's see.
Let's see.
All right. Who do we got
Lucky winner.
today?
And bam.
Julie. Oh, Julie Jekyll. Is she on the phone? Julie? Going once, going twice, going 3 times. No, Julie? Hey. Let's go. We'll do it again.
Another lucky winner. Come on. I feel like we're in Vegas.
I know, right? Only, I wish. All right, who do we have?
We need the ching, 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 ching.
Okay, it is Tracy Joseph. She did win last time though.
We can only, I can only do one. That's not
Okay.
fair.
So Tracy won last time, so I'm gonna remove her. Congratulations, Tracy. But we're gonna do another spin real quick and let's
She's
hope
very
we get-
lucky.
Yeah, no, she is obviously.
Kimberly, I think last time I won for Melodies
Oh, and then
thing.
she
I don't
won-
know if that makes any difference.
Yeah, that's
Oh, okay.
no, you can't win the thing price. Then go back. This isn't fair. I thought it was for the raffle. I'm so sorry.
No, then she wins. Nobody else has answered, so we're good. So Tracy then won.
Put your information in the chat so I could reach out to you after the meeting today.
So Tracy,
Okay.
if you want to send me an email to set up your time too, then.
Okay,
send a
yes.
message
Yeah,
to me.
last week I put my information in the chat, but didn't hear anything back. So
Because
I
think
will
the
just
chat
email you.
didn't save.
It
So I
didn't
think that-
save, and that was some sort of glitch. I have Tracy's information, so I'm happy to send it to Nina and Melody.
Okay, that would be
And
perfect.
Tracy, we all need to rub you like your arms and then on creepy wigs. You are definitely a lucky lady this week.
I was born and raised in Vegas.
Oh,
Ah.
there you go.
I'm
Okay.
gonna say that gave me some luck.
That
Thanks,
is
everyone.
lucky.
All right, so let's go ahead and do the lucky winner for the laser marketing session. Again, sponsored by Escrow Options Group. You get a one-on-one session with me to focus on anything you want to related to your marketing. And the lucky winner is
It looks like Winifred Maras.
Are you here in the
Yes.
webinar still? You have to stay till the end. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, next.
Okay, here we go. Oh, sorry, that's Jason. That's one of our managers. I don't think he's on and he would pass it on anyway. So we're gonna do, hopefully, sorry, I forgot to pull him. I think he's in a manager's meeting. Oh, Hugo, I think. Hugo Ramirez, are you on the line? Hugo, he's from my Mission Viejo area. No,
Did we see him on here still? I
this
think
is
so.
pre-rich. Hugo, are you on? Going once, twice, 3 times. We're
It's taped
spinning
until
again.
the end. I thought I saw him earlier on.
Now you have to stay to the end. Sherry Barami. Sherry, are you on? She's also one of my Mission Viejo peeps. I know she was on. Sherry. I thought she was.
I don't see her on anymore, so I think she had to leave.
Okay. Elvia, are you on? De La Riva?
I don't see her. Oh, I do not see her name on the list.
Ellie, I see an Ellie. Is that her?
That's what I saw too. I thought that was the one.
Ellie, no?
Right, sorry guys. Let's hope it's something good. Akimi Nakatani.
I don't see them on either.
Okay.
Did we put everyone who registered or everyone who showed up today?
I did, and then I thought I got rid of some of them, but obviously I did not get rid of all of them, but I was also I was listening today. It was very good.
Oh, I
At the
think
beginning, and then they dropped off.
I
They-
see
they
this
jumped
name
into-
on here.
Eli,
I see
Eli.
Eli on. Let's see if he's listening.
Eli, are
I
you
see him
on?
Still on here.
Eli, unmute.
Yeah, Eli's on mute.
I see Eli on here.
Eli.
So Eli's here. Don't know if he's still on.
I know, this is what happened, poor Tracy, that's what happened with Tracy last time. I don't want to give it away unless, is he on, Eli?
So Eli, type in the chat if you're still here. Yeah, last time we were going again and then Tracy, the volume was off, so.
Yeah, she
Right.
couldn't, she was having difficulty, I think, like we were all last week.
All right, so it's up to you if you want to contact him, because he is on,
Okay,
or if you want to choose the next one.
it's up to you guys.
I can't hear anyone here, so.
I can't either.
Hello.
Eli?
Is that Steven?
I just waved. That's all.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I was like, okay.
All right,
All right, let's do
spin
this.
it
We'll
again.
draw one more person, and if they don't make their voice heard, we'll give it to Eli, or if they're not here. So we'll try one more to see if they're
Oh,
here.
give it to me. Eli's on vacation.
Patty Kelleher, Patty, are you on? She's also one of my people. Patty,
I do not see her on. So let's do this. We will have Eli's still not here, so I don't know if he can hear us or.
I have to run to a meeting. Kimberly, will you make sure that I get Tracy J's information?
absolutely,
All right,
yes.
thanks,
Okay, you guys, so I don't want to keep you on for too long. What we'll do is that we'll contact Eli to see if he was just having some audio issues, because this did happen last time. And then I believe, or take a poll to see who's here.
No, it's okay. I mean, we can spin it again, but I mean, it's.
Okay, I mean, we should have someone else talk. I just don't want to keep people on here for 30 minutes.
I know, I don't either. We'll
Casey's, okay. Unless Eli speaks up before we choose a winner.
I know, it's so irritating. I thought I got rid of most.
Connie,
of
I
them.
did not see Connie on here.
No, I did not either.
All right, we'll keep spinning.
Okay. And in the meantime, if someone's got a question, they should ask.
Yes, please ask the questions. I'll do the questions right now because I am staying on here for questions. So if you guys turn on your mics if you have any questions, and we'll keep spinning. I'm still going to stay anyway. So this is a good time
Joseph
to
Kim,
talk.
or Jason Kim.
Anyone have questions, type them in the chat box for me. And I'll answer them as we go along. Again, I was going to stay on for about 15, 20 minutes after anyway. So this is the time to get your questions answered.
I didn't see Pixley Lewis on,
No
did you?
questions?
Pixley Lewis, are you on?
Remove them if they're not. Are you removing them if they're not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen the same person come up twice.
All right, so let's do this. We are going to, is Patty here? Delete
No.
all the names, and everyone right now who answers are here, we'll put them in the raffle. So delete all the names right now. And then
Yeah.
type in, I'm here, and we'll add you to the new raffle, because that's gonna be
Yeah.
easier.
Why she asks questions, I'll do it. So everybody just put your names in and then ask your questions to Melodie, and I will get this handled.
Okay, so we have, all right, people are still saying they're here.
That's okay, I'm doing it, don't
Oh, you're
worry.
doing it. Perfect. Okay, any
Yeah, I got
questions,
it.
you guys?
There was one
So-
question about, is there a better time of day to post?
Okay, so on Instagram and on all social media, people are always going to ask about what's the best day to post. It's very challenging to choose a specific day or time because people are on social media every day. They're always on at different times. So for the algorithm, it doesn't necessarily matter as much as if you're being consistent with your posts. So the consistency is going to matter more than Coach Q already won, so he can't win again.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Consistency is going to matter more. So if you are free on Mondays to do your posts, then do it every Monday. It's better for you to be able to have the time available than try to figure out when everyone else is going to see your posts. So hopefully that answers the question, that you want to make the time one that you can commit to, one that you are able to do every single week or every single day, whatever that consistency is that you choose. All right, any other questions? Allie, did you see any other ones come in?
Seen any popping
Be
in?
posting every day. So John, that also again is similar to my consistency question on how often can you be consistent with posting. If you've never posted on Instagram before, chances are every day is going to be too overwhelming. It's going to be too much. So you're going to say, maybe I'm going to start 2 days a week. And that can work really well for you to show up consistently. For example, I have a client, she owns a hot tub cleaning company. Her company is called Debbie's Spa Care. She's very busy. She had never posted before we started working together. We started working together and now she posts 2 days a week, every Tuesday and every weekend. So very consistently, she shows up 2 days a week. That's better than never posting at all. But I would say every single day is too ambitious if you've never posted anything. And suddenly now you're stuck trying to think of content every single day. Krisha says, I feel that I'm so far behind, but I have decided to just keep moving forward. First, I will figure out how to make business accounts and then keep moving. That's awesome. So with social media, you can start at any time. So it doesn't matter if you're behind, you can just pick it up and say, I'm going to start today being consistent. Start small. Again, start with your list, making the business account, and then maybe start posting 1 or 2 days a week. Just be consistent with that. Mary says, I'm with you, Krisha. All right, any other questions? If not, I think the raffle's almost ready.
It is, whenever you guys are ready.
All right, so I don't see any other questions coming in. Let's do the raffle. Now everyone's here. So one of the winners is going to be someone who's here.
Thank goodness. Krisha.
And Krisha, what a great person to win, because you were just talking about needing to set up a business account. So I can show you how to do that on our one-on-one sessions.
Awesome. I totally need all the help I can get.
So if Kimberly, can you connect me with Tracy and Krisha? Maybe send an email
Krisha, put your
introduction.
information in right now and I will, Melodie, I'll get it to you because I've got Tracy.
Sounds good. So if you can send kind of an email intro and then I'll set that up for you. So congratulations, everyone. Thank you so much again. I'll sign off one more time. Melodie Tao here with Marketing Melodie, Marketing Your Way to Success. This is Melodie Tao with Escrow Options Group, and we thank you for attending our webinar series. Bye-bye.
Melody.
Thank you.
Hey guys, thank you so much. Have an awesome day.